Hi everyone, welcome back to Code with this sub channel. In this video we will create shopping cart using React.js with Redux. So we will create something like this. We will just create the products and then add the products to the cart. Whenever I add the product to the cart, so these should be showed here, cart 2 items, okay, before it was 0. So whenever we click on the cart, so the cart should be showed to us and the items would be listed here in the shopping cart, and also it will show us the total items that we have added to our cart, and also it will show the total amount of the items. Okay, we added 2 items, 120 and 50. The sum is 170. And also whenever we click on a button, for example like a remove button, so I'm clicking this, okay, it should remove from the cart, and also it should be updated. Okay, see it, item number 1, and also it has decreased to 50 just to this item. And also look at here at the top at the menu, it has decreased also to the 1. It means that we have now 1 item in our cart. I will remove this. Okay, the cart is empty now with us. Yeah, so we will do this job in this video. So let's get started, guys. Before starting, please subscribe our YouTube channel. So I have created the files. The structure of my files are like I've created a shopping cart folder, then there are the images, a Redux folder, and also the files which are needed in this project are this shopping cart. Okay, we have the header, the home, checkout, and product. These files we have. So I will start first of all from the header. I will start from this. So one thing that I should mention in this project, you will understand the core concepts of React, and also the Redux, and also the React router. So these concepts will review in this video. So first of all, alright, see. So now I will design my cart. I will come to the header.css file. So I will design that. So I have designed my cart. In this video we will just focus on shopping cart. I didn't design other header and sidebar. I just write the cart here. Okay, I just designed that. It is a CSS code for that I added, and I import that file here in header. So now we will add the products to our home page. I'll come here and just come to the home.js file. So now here I will import the product which I have created. First I will import the product, product.css, and now I will just import that here. And also another one, and also here. And now I will dynamically pass the props, or the title, the price, and other to the product component. So we can write that statically also, but I can pass in every product a different values, different title and different price. So the first one will be the ID with us, because every item has ID with us. First I will pass the ID to that. Here I should write, for example, 1, and title is equal to the product 1 is, we just write, and price will be like 15, and also rating. For rating I will use the steric. Here I will use the steric. Okay, and also the image is equal to image. I will pass the image. So first I will import the image. Import product 1 from images slash, we have the images here. The first one will be items.png. I will pass import 3 images, and the second one will be product.png, and the fourth one will be the infocus.jpg. The first one is product 1. Okay, product 1. Oh sorry, it should be image 1. Image 1, image 2, image 3, image 1. And also the same data I will pass to other products. So I have passed the data to the product component. So now I will come to the product component, product.js, and here also I should destructure the data I have passed from home product. Okay, the first one is the ID, the second one is the title, the third one is the price, and also the rating and image. I will structure that. Now I will display the data. So first I should display the title. The title should be like info, where I should display the title. After title there should be the rating. The rating should be in a pen tag. Rating, then the price, and after price this should be the image. We should display the image. src image, and finally we should have a button, add to cart. So now it will display as these products. So I will import the home at app.js. So before I imported the header, so now I will import the home, and I should write the home also here. So I should wrap it in a pregnant So now let's come see it. So we have these values, images for the products. So now I will just write the CSS for this to design it. Okay, so I have write the CSS code for the design. It looks like this. Okay, I have added 3 products. So now let's see the CSS design for the home page. I have added just the background color, and also for the first child of home, first child div component. Okay, I add this code, and also for the products, I add this CSS design. First for the product, then the image, and also for the button. So now we should use the React router whenever we click on this cart. So it should show us the shopping cart page or the checkout page. Okay, so now let's implement the concept of React router. So for the routes, first I will just write something in the checkout page. Here I will write, yeah, just the checkout, and also I will come to the app.js to this file. So here I will import the React router, import browser router as router, routes, and route. I imported these, so now I will use them. First router, I will wrap my component in router, then I will use routes. Yeah, in routes I will use now the route. Path will be, first will be the checkout, and the element will be fragment, and the elements will be the header, and then the checkout. I will import the checkout here for checkout, and the second one will be the checkout with us, and also the other route will be for home page. You will remove this, the header and the home, and now I will remove these two. So now whenever we write checkout in our browser, so let's try it. It should display as the checkout page. See it, the checkout page, we see it. So now let's just, whenever we click on this card, so it should show this checkout page to us. I will come here to the header. Here I will use the link. So here I will import the link from React router DOM. React router DOM. Now I will use that for this cart. Just link and here I will specify the path. The path will be checkout. Yeah, the checkout, and let's see it how it looks like. So the color and also the text, I will add some styles. The text decoration, none, and also color white. See it? Yeah. So now let's click on it. So let's first run it. We'll come to the home page. Now click on this. Now we have that. Okay, we have the checkout page. So now we have implemented the React router DOM concept. So the remaining concept is that, so whenever we add to cart, whenever we click this button, so a cart should be added. It should be changed this and also it should be added to the checkout or the cart page. So for this purpose we need the Redux concept. So as you know, the Redux is a state management library and it needs three things. We need to implement them: the reducer, action, and store. So the Redux will just manage the data globally, where we can access that data from every child component of the Redux. So now if you know a little bit about Redux, so now I will explain and I will use those concepts and implement them. So now let's start it. So first I will create two files for the Redux. The first one will be the Cart-Reducer.js and the second one will be Cart-Action.js. These two files I will create them. So first we will come to the Cart-Reducer. I will write the code for the Cart-Reducer. Yes, so first the reducer is used. The reducer specify how the state tree is transformed by actions. It means that the reducer take two things: the previous state and an action, and then it reduce it. It means it read it and return a new instance of the state. Okay. Now I will write the code for the reducer, and first I will the initial state is equal to this array will be initial state with us, and the reducer take two parameter with us: export default, and it takes two parameter. The first one will be state is equal to initial state, and the second one will be the action. So now I will use the switch statement. Here in the switch I will write action that type. Okay, which type of action it performed. So the first action will be add item to cart. If that was add item to the cart, then it will return a concept we will implement it later. And the second action will be remove item to from cart. It is the second action with us. And the third one will be the default. By default it will return the state. Return the state. Okay, so it was all about the reducer. So now we will come to the action, cart action. So now we will write the code for the action. As from the name implies that the action what we would like to perform. So now I will just write for the action. We have two actions, like one add to the cart and the second action to remove from the cart. First I will write const and I will write export function and add to cart return. I will return the first item will be that type add item to cart, and also the same I will write for remove from the cart, remove from cart. Here I will write remove item from cart. So for now I will just write these two actions. So then if there was needed we will add more code to this. And the third thing is that our store. So as you know, the store is a global store for the application. So for the store, we will come to the index page and we will wrap our app in the provider. I will just import first of all the provider from Cart-Redux. I have installed the Cart-Redux and I import the provider. So now we will wrap our app in provider. And also we will pass the store to this provider, so then all child component will access that store. So for the store I will import configure store from Redux.js toolkit. Okay, and I will use this store. So const store, I will pass our reducer which we have created to the configure store, and now I will pass the reducer to this reducer, and it is the cart. So I will assign I will import the reducer now. Import cart reducer, and I will just cart reducer. I pass this. So now I will pass the store to the provider. Store is equal to store. I pass the store to this. So we did our job. So now we will come to the application. So now whenever we click on this add to cart button, so it should update this items, the number of items. So now we will come to the product component and to the button. We'll just come here to the product charges. Whenever we click on this button and click, so we will dispatch an action. So I will just import the dispatch. Import dispatch from Cart-Redux. Dispatch from Redux. So it is use dispatch, and now I will just use it. Const dispatch is equal to use dispatch, and now I will use the dispatch here. Arrow function dispatch, and I will call the function. I will just import that function. Import add to cart from action / Redux cart action. Okay, so where is cart action? It is cart action. So yes, add to cart. I will call that from the product. Add to cart, added to cart. So now whenever we call that function, so it will dispatch an action. Yeah, this action, it will dispatch this action. So the reducer, it will dispatch this action. So now I will return a new state here. Spread operator in the previous state, and also I will update the cart, this cart. Okay, and I will assign here the previous items in cart and also a new item. I will just assign a new object for the first was to see the number of carts, number of items in cart. Okay, so we have updated our state. So now let's come to the header part. So now here I will just update this. To update this, we will retrieve the data from state. So we will use selector. Okay, for retrieving the data. So here I will state in an instance cart is equal to use selector, and here I will pass a function, a row function state dot cart. we retrieve the data. So now I will write here the length of objects or item that we have in our cart. So I will write cart.length. So let's see it now. Yeah, come to the shopping. So now let's click the add to button. See it, it is adding. Okay, see it, that the items has added to the cart. So what we should do, so now whenever we click on this cart, so we should see the items here, the list of the items, and also here the total and the number of the items here. So now let's add that functionality now. So we will come to the product. First we will come to the product.js. So whenever we click on this add to cart button, so we should add the data that to our store. So which data? All this data. Okay, this data should be added to the store. I will pass this data to add to the cart function action. ID, title, price, rating, image. I will pass this add to the action function. Okay, now I will distract that here. ID, title, price, rating, image. Okay, so now here I will write item. I will add in an object now. The ID will be the ID, title will be the type same, and price will be the price, rating, and also the image will be the image. Control Z. So now we added this item to our cart. So let's come here to the reducer, come to this cart reducer. So now here we will just add the item here. Okay, action dot item, we will add that item to our state. Okay, this item. So now we stored the new product or the new item in our global store. So now we should just implement that to show in the checkout page. I will come to the checkout page. I will come to the checkout. So here in the checkout, now we will implement that. So first I will import use selector for retrieving the data from the state, and I will create an instance of that. Const cart is equal to use selector state.cart, and now here I will write the code. It is the checkout with us, and also class name checkout item, and also the subtotal. Here we will show the subtotal of the cart, here the items of the cart. So now whenever we would like to access the objects or the items from the global state, so we will use the map function through that. Okay, so I will use cart.map item return. Now it will return as first of all we will do checkout product. So here first we will show the image src item dot image, and then we will take another div class name product, info. So in this product we will show the information of the product. First will be the title with us, that will be h4, and here we will show that the item dot title, and also the rating, then the price, item dot price, finally a button to remove from cart. We have showed these items, so later we will design it. So now we will just see is it work or not. Here I will light total. So now let's see it. Yeah, first I will just come to the home page and I will add a product, one product and two product. Now I will come add to this. So the items didn't appear, so let's see it what happened. So I think we cannot destruct these. I will just remove these brackets and let's see it. Here are these two product. So see it, now we have the images and the title, the asterisk and amount, remove from button, and the second product. So now I will add the CSS, design it to make it. I will design this, I will use the CSS for that. So I have added this CSS design. See it first of all to the checkout. Okay, and then first we have checkout items, in product, and the last subtotal, checkout, and also h2 which is used for this your shopping cart, and also it is the CSS design. So now let's see it how it looks like. It looks like this. Okay, so now we should now calculate the subtotal and also the item in carts. We should display that here. So now let's do that. Come to the checkout component. So here I will call another component. I will create by the name of subtotal. Okay, so I will create this component. So I will create that component subtotal .js. So here I should import the number of items in our cart, and also here must be the total, and a button proceed to checkout. So let's see it how it looks like. So we should import the checkout here, the subtotal here. We should import that, import subtotal. Okay, that has imported. Let's see it how it looks like. See, we have it now. So now I will just write the number. I will first design it, so then I will just write the number and the subtotal for them. First I will write the design for that. I wrote this CSS code for the subtotal component. So let's see it how it looks like. Now it looks like this. Now I will add the number here. I will just come here and add. Here I will import the data from state. I will use import use selector Cart-Redux. Then I will get an instance of that. Const cart is equal to use selector state arrow function state dot cart, and now here I will write cart dot length of the card, and here also I will write the subtotal. So for subtotal we will create another function. So I will create that function in the reducer file. I will come here the reducer and I will create that function here. Export const get total is equal to, here I will pass cart to this, and now we will return now I will use the reduce function for that. Cart dot reduce function take another function which has two arguments. Amount is the total of the products and also the item is our product. So here I will write item dot price plus amount comma 0. It has two arguments. If there was a product, so then it will add the product with the amount, and amount will keep the total of the products, otherwise it will show 0 to us. And also I will parse this parse int. I will pass this to integer because it is a string with us. So now we will call this function from our subtotal component. First I will import that. Import get total from Redux / cart reducer, and I will call that here get total. I will pass cart to that function. So now let's see it how it looks like. So there is an error, so let's check it. Where is the error? So I should pass cart our object array, and now let's see it. So let's add first of all products to our cart. Yeah, 2 items are added, 2 products. So see it, now we have 2 items and the price is not a number. So let's check it. Come to the cart reducer. So mistake is here. Yes, okay, we should parse this item dot parse plus amount. So let's see it. So now let's add the products. Not available. So the problem was at home page. Yeah, come to the home page. In home page we have added the $sign with price, so it was not able to be added with another number, so it was the problem. So now let's check it. So first I will refresh the page. Let's see it. So see it now 230 plus 50 has become 280, and also we have 2 items in our cart. Yeah, I will add just the $sign before this number, before the total. Here I will write the $sign. So we did this. So now the last functionality with us is that whenever we click on this remove from cart, So our cart should be updated here, this total, and also the number of the product here, and also here. So now let's perform this functionality. So we will come to the checkout page. So here, whenever we click on this remove from cart, this button, so the item should remove from the cart page. So let's add that on click. So on click we should dispatch an action. So first of all I will import the dispatch. Import use dispatch from React Redux. And now I will just create an instance of that. Const dispatch is equal to use dispatch, and now I will use this to dispatch an action. Dispatch, I will pass the function that I would like to call the action. Okay, we have in our action here this remove from cart, this function. Okay, so I will import this one. Import remove from cart from Redux cart action. Okay, I imported that function. So now I will call that function remove from cart. Okay, what I should do, I will pass just the ID of this item. Okay, we have here the ID at the top. So with this item, okay, with this item we have the ID also. So I will pass that ID, item.id. I will pass that ID to that function. So now let's come to that function. So here we will catch the ID with us. We will pass one type, and the second one will be the ID with us. So we will dispatch these two, and we will come to the cart reducer. Okay, so whenever we come to the the action that type is remove item from cart, so it will come here. So here we will perform our functionality. We will write our code here now. So first of all we will find the index that we would like to remove. Okay, const index is equal to state.cart.find index. That will has a function now, so that will be like cart item arrow function, and cart item dot id is equal to action dot id, the id that we had in our action. So whenever the id became equal, so it will return that index to this variable. Okay, so now we will create a new basket, like new cart is equal to state.cart, our previous cart. We will assign that here, and after that if index was greater than or equal to 0, was greater than 0, so what it will do, it will use the new cart dot splice. We will use the splice function. What it will do, it will remove the index that we have found, and also by the number of 1. Okay, it will just remove one of them. If we have, for example, we added a computer 3 or 4 times, so it will remove just one of them on which we clicked. Else it will just we will show a warning and an error, cannot delete. Okay, we cannot delete. And finally we will return the previous state, and also a new, we will assign new cart to our cart, existed cart. Okay, we will assign that new updated cart to our cart. So we have done it. So now let's run it, let's see it. So I will come to the home page. So here I will add a product to product. Now let's come to the cart. So we have 2 products, 2 item in our cart, and also the total of them, and also these. Now I will click this remove from cart button. See it has updated. Okay, here and also here it has updated, and we have just one product in our cart. And also click on this. See it has updated. So it was, guys, all about shopping cart using React.js with Redux. I hope that you all learned something from this video. So if you have liked this video, so please subscribe our YouTube channel, and thanks for watching.